Hello, my name is Jerry Mellum. Welcome to the electronic training for the It's Working program. It's Working is a consumer-directed vocational program where you are the manager, you hire the staff, train the staff, supervise the staff, set the rate of pay, determine what programs and services you would like to purchase that are traditional or licensed, and what programs and services you would like to purchase that are more self-directed or community-based. What is It's Working? It's a creative, self-directed plan for you to find and be supported in work. You can use licensed or non-licensed options. You can hire people you know and trust. Consumer directed means that you write the plan, you identify the services, and hire the staff. It's county funded for maximum flexibility. The program is for those ages 14 to adults who have developmental disabilities or related conditions and have a developmental disabilities case manager, but currently are not open to any waivered service. Eligibility, again, is people that have a developmental disabilities case manager and qualify for typical Rule 185 services. Again, the person must not be open to any waiver. They must be interested in directing their own services and writing their own plan. The plan is approved by a committee of county staff. The It's Working program is focused on ages 14 to adulthood. The program is about 6 years old, and when it started, it was very unique to work with folks that hadn't graduated from high school yet. It started off as a demonstration project, but now it's a validated program that's hopefully will continue. Staff you hire must pass a background check and follow Department of Labor regulations. This slide shows a number of things that folks that have been involved with the It's Working program are doing. One person is living in an area that doesn't have transportation after 5 o'clock, and so they used Uber to get to their work at Federal Express in the evening. Another person is working at an Italian ice shop, and they have a job coach that works with them so they can learn all the different kinds of Italian ice products. Another person had training to be a librarian one summer, and the following summer she was employed as a librarian, filing and sorting books. Bethel College and Bethany University each have programs that are helping people with their vocational supports. They might live on campus, they participate in internships, they attend classes, and the It's Working program pays for a part of the funding, while the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation pays for another part of the funding. It's a person working at the University of Minnesota that has a relationship with Microsoft, and he's developing computer games for people with disabilities. There are several people working in grocery stores that are putting together shopping lists in boxes to be delivered. This person working at the Dairy Freeze in St. Paul and being supported by Job Coach. And there's many micro businesses. Some of them are really unique. There's a person that has a cottage industry, a bakery. We rent a professional kitchen for him. Periodically, he bakes really delicious cupcakes and cookies and hosts graduation parties, weddings, and other events. Another person has a micro business delivering pet food all over the metro area. A person with a disability is paired with a person without a disability, and they use pickups and large vans to deliver pet food. They'll play with the pet and also drop off a toy. Everybody has an individualized budget. The budget is determined based on the needs of the person. You write the plan and you tell us what you think you need regarding the budget, and a committee will approve that. The money comes from Hennepin County. The funds are used for staffing, goods, work supports, work recruitment, on-the-job support that might be licensed or non-licensed services. The funds are managed through a financial management service provider, an FMS. We'll talk a little bit more about this. An FMS is like a bank that helps you with employment tasks, gives you a monthly report of your spending, processes payroll, gives you W-2 forms or taxes at the end of the year. The plan is pretty basic. We want to have you include your name, your address, your social worker's name, your medical assistance number, your date of birth, and your work experience so far, and then detail the challenges maybe that you've had in addition to the work experiences and the goals you have within the year to meet work goals. Add details about how you intend to use the money. The plan is good for 1 year. Set your rate of pay between $13.25 and $18 an hour in most cases. Describe how you want to use the funds. Let the county know how you will measure the goals and how we'll know that you met your goal. We would like you to give us an update on a monthly basis, report to your case manager about how progress is going, and then you would rewrite your plan for the following year if you wanted to continue. The advantages of the It's Working program are that you are the manager, you're the boss, you write the plan, you hire the staff, you set the rate of pay within a range. You write your job description for each staff and you determine how many staff you need within the budget. People are hired directly by you as the employer. Allowable expenses are the items and supports that you need to work, whether that might be an amount for a uniform or adaptations or modifications to your workspace. These items have to be related to the vocational activity or employment. They're not covered by any other pay source. They're over and above the normal cost of support for a person without a disability. The cost for these supports and services must be typical or customary and reasonable. About 2% of the budget or smaller amount of the budget can be used to purchase things that are goods, and we have a guide available regarding what typical items are purchased. Your budget is determined by your plan. You turn your plan in and a committee determines it to see if they feel it's appropriate. Currently, the budget is based on the plan submitted. The budget must also be cost effective while meeting the needs of the person. What's a financial management service? For most people, this is a new term. Financial management services, or FMSs, are commonly used for consumer support grant and for consumer-directed community support. An FMS is required, in this case, to be used to help manage the payroll duties and expenditures. They keep a monthly report of your spending. They'll let you know if your spending is appropriate. The provider we use that we have a county contract with is called Orion, O-R-I-O-N. They've provided supports with us for a long time. They will help you to become an employer. They will work with the Department of Labor to process appropriate paperwork. They will process your payroll and deposit payroll in your staff's checking account. They'll give you W-2 or tax forms at the end of the year. Their payroll is generally electronically deposited, and they're more like a bank where they pay the bills that are incurred through your plan. They give you a budget review or a budget summary monthly. What are the steps to start the It's Working program? Step 1 is to show interest in the program by contacting your case manager or your social worker, or you can contact myself and I can contact your social worker. Then we'd invite you to attend a training where you'll learn all the ins and outs of the program. You'll get a copy of the plan to work on. We can answer all your questions. You take some time to write the plan. You explain what your goals and objectives are, how you plan to use the budget that you have, and indicate specifics within your plan. When you completed the plan, you submit it to the county, and a committee, in It's Working approval committee, will look at your plan and approve it or ask you other questions to clarify that. If it's approvable, we'll notify your financial management service. After that, a service authorization is generated. The financial management service submits the budget. The county authorizes the the plan and the budget, and you can begin to purchase services and begin to hire and pay staff, and also to monitor and evaluate the services ongoing. At the end of the year, we'll evaluate your plan, and if you want to continue, you would just write a new plan for the following year. Your responsibilities are to attend an informational session or training, to develop the support plan, to work with the financial management entity. In this situation, we are contracted with an organization called Orion, and we work with them for a number of years, and they're able to handle the capacity for this program. They will pay the bills that you're incurring through the program. They will electronically deposit payroll in the person's checking account, and they'll give you a monthly report of your spending. You also have to arrange for and purchase the supports in your plan. You monitor health and safety and monitor the budget. Additional responsibilities are you need to submit expenses and reports in a timely manner, usually within the month because we track your spending. You want to follow Department of Labor regulations, so all staff need to be employed by you. We can't just give somebody cash to do a job. They have to be employed and have a background check through the Financial Management Service. Notify the county of any changes that would affect eligibility or service needs, and write job descriptions for the staff and determine their work schedules so they know what their expectations are clearly. Revisions to your plan can be done at any time by sending an email or submitting the revision in writing. It can be emailed, faxed, or mailed in. We will approve the revision. At that time, you want to make the revision before you begin doing something different. It doesn't take us long to make a revision. If revisions are too frequent, like every day, we might ask you to revise them less often, monthly or quarterly. But we want you to have access to your money. We want the money to be flexible. County responsibilities are to approve the plan, to authorize the services, to monitor health and safety and expenditures, and to review the plan ongoing and at least annually. Staffing. You may hire who you wish. They have to be individuals that are employable and have appropriate documentation. They have to be able to pass a background check. You will be their employer. You will have a federal and state tax ID number and a workers' compensation number. Currently, this working program is not allowing parents to be paid staff. So a parent cannot be paid through the program of a minor child. Staff could also look for other qualified relatives or professionals that you want to recruit that have the skills and abilities to meet the needs you've outlined in the plan to help you find a job. You can also work with agencies, maybe an agency that does a process called discovery, or agencies that can help you find a job or find work. These are important reminders to follow Department of Labor regulations, to pay your staff at least minimum wage, to only purchase items that are approved within the plan, to get pre-approval before making additional purchases. It's a good idea not to pre-sign pay sheets because pay sheets are more or less like a check. If they're turned in, the pay must be paid. So you want to be careful about not giving people your computer password or not pre-signing pay sheets or leaving them lying around. Don't overlap staffing. You can communicate to us and let us know why you might be overlapping staffing, if there's a meeting or if training is going on, but typically if there's overlapping staffing, that's considered fraudulent and discouraged. Turn in the receipts within the month, turn them in a timely manner. That's helpful because we track your budget for spending, and don't make any purchases beyond the plan dates that are established. To get started, contact your case manager for more information. They will make a referral to myself, Jerry Mellum. I'll set up an orientation for you to begin to write your plan. My email is listed below, jerry.mellum, M-E-L-L-U-M, @hennepin.us. Phone number is 612-596-7094. We look forward to helping you start the It's Working program, and we've included additional written information with this packet of material. If you have any questions about the program, feel free to contact me.